I hope you can see my screen. Let me go to Chrome. And let me go to, first of all, the two websites which you can log in with. Kuna, let me start with what? Okay, there. Oh, let me start with this DTC. When we talk about the DTC login web page, hii ni ile ya kitambo yenye tulikuwa natumia, and it's still in use, it's still very much effective, lakini hii inakuanga na a lot of traffic during end month. So when you're doing registrations with this, or not registrations, when you're doing PMA with this hii web page, unapatanga inakuanga ngumu sana kufanya PMA with this, but the other one inakuanga tu sawa all the time. So with this you need your username and password. Let me pick this. Sawa. Let me pick this for demonstration purposes. Now, when you are new in the business and you're logging into this web page, inakuletianga terms and conditions to nini, terms and conditions to accept. Lazima uzijaze so that you can get full access to this DTC. Now on this side unapata the reason why haina hizo vitu zingine, haina vitu mingi is because these details, it's been a long time since these details were actually filled. It's been a long time, more than almost 6 months since these details were actually used. And so the first thing that you do is you come here and you come to my profile. Every person, ukiona DTC yako inafanya hivi, go to my profile. Sawa. And then come and change your password. Come and change your password. So unafaa tu ukuje tu hapa, then we change the password, but I guess iko sawa. So I won't go into details in changing it. Sawa. So I'll do that, submit, and then refresh. So this web page here, DTC, I use it for three main reasons. The first one is when I want to add an account. Sawa. This is the only web page yenye iko na option ya ku add an account as an option on the menu. The other one is an option with the genealogy. So when I come here, I fill in the sponsor information. Mimi ndio naongeza account. So nakuja na najaza hapa sponsor ID, naeka user ID zangu, alafu hiyo account naiweka wapi? Upline wa hiyo account ni nani? Could be my other account is the upline. Let's say my first account is KN 179039. But then the upline for that account naiweka chini ya my 11th account, like for example, and then naiweka on the right side, and then nakuja na naweka the security pin for that, hiyo code yenye nimetoka kununua ya hiyo account. So let's say nimetoka kununua a Neovas, nakuja naweka hiyo user ID hapo, kuja naweka hiyo user ID hapo, let's say kama ni hiyo, alafu na nakuja na naweka security pin yake hivyo. Nikishaweka hivyo na nifinye register, I will have added an account. So itaongezwa kwa my account list. How do you check your account list? Unakuja hapa juu, unaona hapa juu? Unaona hapa hivi juu? Unaona hapo hivyo? Unakuja sasa hapo, unatap. Ukitap hapo hivyo mali nimekuonyesha, inakuletea accounts zako vile zinakaa kwa system. So this is how the accounts look like. Now, assuming we are not adding an account, sawa, we can change the password. So let's come here, let's change the password. Tuweke hapa old password ndio hiyo. Tuweke new password, suggest a strong password ndio hiyo. And then save changes, continue. So I'll just update that and then nita refresh. So when I refresh this account, unaona imeniletea hizi options zingine. These are the other options. So I'll first come here kwa hii menu. Unaona pia hii menu imeongezwa vitu zingine. Hii menu imeongezwa vitu zingine. So when I come here nifinye dashboard. When I come here and I press dashboard, inanileta to this web page. I know some of you have seen this web page, unashangaa hii ni DTC gani? Is still the same. Pale hivyo juu kuna available balance for all user IDs. Nikifinya hiyo available balance for all user IDs inaniletea all my accounts. Are we together? So unaweza tap hapa kwa available balance for all user IDs, or you can tap huku juu kwa KN hapa hivi juu mali imeandikwa KN, mali nilikuwa nimeonyesha earlier on. Then oh, fantastic. Nimekumbuka, whatever I wanted to share with you was with the issue of the traveling gift checks. Some of you are wondering, how do you guys travel for free? When you say this in a meeting, you know, even some members might be like, jamaa wana to enjoy. This is how it happens. Now, when you are earning in the system, let's draw here. Then we have here, then that and that, and that, and that, and that, and that. So in this system, how do you generate these traveling gift checks? This is the first pair. You're going to be getting 4,800. This is the next pair. You're going to be getting 4,800. This is the next pair. You're getting 4,800. This is the fourth pair. You're going to be getting 4,800. And for the fifth pair, you're going to be getting one traveling gift check. For those guys who are starting in the business, kama haujagonga 100K in current total earnings, inaingianga kwa product gift check. Sijui kama tunaelewana. Kama haujafikisha 100,000, actually it was introduced with EdPlan 3.0 because we had so many people who are still new in the business, walikuwa na a lot of traveling gift checks, they were just keeping them and they were not traveling. So they were also introduced the option of kama wewe ni you are still new in the business, your traveling gift checks, you are not going to be getting the traveling gift checks. Yours are going to be transformed into product gift checks. I think system zenu, for those who are less than 100K, iko na place imeandikwa product GC. Sawa. So this one GC, you're going to be given instead of the 4,800. Hii ni pesa yako yenye system imekuwekea, ile siku yenye utataka kutravel, they are going to pay it out for you. Are we together? Have we understood each other? For every fifth pair you are having in the system, for any account, you might be having 15 accounts, lakini ujue kila account inatengeneza 4,800 on its own. So account number 15 inaweza tengeneza 4 pairs. Ikiingia fifth pair, your account number 15 will give you one gift check. When you are having 15 accounts, unaweza tengeneza 15 gift checks at the same time. There's a possibility you can generate 15 gift checks at the same time. Instead of 4,800 times 15, that is 72,000, you are given 15 GCs instead of the 72,000. System inakuwekea hiyo pesa ni yako. Ile siku yenye utataka kutravel, they'll be there for you. When you want to get a gadget, itakuwa pale hivyo. Sawa. So that is it. That is how the GCs are earned. So every fifth pair, when I say every fifth pair, I mean any number that is divisible by 5. That is 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. This is one gift check, 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 one gift check. So don't come and ask me, Glenn, mbona nimeweka code na sijapata 4,800. I'll just ask you, hiyo ilikuwa pair number 5 ama? Juu kama ilikuwa pair number 5, automatically you're going to get one gift check. Utaiona tu hapo kwa system, ita reflect hapa. All your 15 accounts, gift check zako zina accumulate, zitakuwa hapa hivi. I think with that, we can now proceed. Now, hii hapa ni iko na information about your DTC. Sawa. So like this one has not completed PMA ya September. Hakufanya PMA ya September, during the month of August. Kumbuka PMA ni ya next month. So when I do PMA during September, it is supposed to cater for the month of October. So during the month of August, she did not do PMA for the month of September. So now during this month of September, unaona system inamwambia aje, you have not completed last month's PMA. Would you like to complete it now? Now, for that person who has not done PMA, let's say haukufanya PMA na mwezi ikaisha, ikapita 7 p.m. Kenyan time on the last day of the month, and you did not do PMA. Na uko na codes kama 2 ama 3. Same for her, she did not do PMA during August. She did not do PMA for the month of September. So during this September, when she's doing presentation, she's having codes, na anataka kuregister someone in the business, the only amount of money she'll be making, kumbukeni, ni ile direct connecting bonus ya 6,000 ama 1,800 ama 60,000 ya Megaverse ama 20,000 ya hizo packages zingine ama 40,000. That's the only amount she'll be making. But the 4,800, she'll not make it. Unilevel, Stair Step, UPP, and personal rebates, that is my rebates, these ones she will not make for the entire month of September. Hiyo ni kama amepata code. But what if during the same month bado anataka kutengeneza hiyo pesa? Let's say amepata codes na anataka on top of hii 1,800 na 6,000 bado anataka kutengeneza hiyo na hiyo. What she is going to do, anaenda pale hivyo kwa counter, ana purchase products na anakuja hapa kwa complete now. So akikuja hapa kwa complete now, hizo products zita appear hapa, and then atakuwa na option ya kuclear hizo products. Now let me just tell you this, if you don't do your PMA, regardless of whether you are a silver executive or whether you are a distributor, you don't have a rank, if you are supposed to enjoy that month yenye ulimiss PMA, let's say for her she did not do PMA during August, she did not do the PMA for the month of September. If she wants to enjoy this income, kenye atakuja afanye ni atakuja anunue products worth 0.6668 points, regardless of whether you have a rank or not. This is the punishment for not doing PMA. You are doing 0.6668 points, basically unafanya double PMA. This is equivalent to how many boxes of C24/7? Approximately 4 boxes of C24/7, the big boxes of C24/7. If you're calculating with the small box of C24/7, that is approximately 10 small boxes. 10 small boxes of C24/7. Hii ni ya kuclear retro PMA. It is not supposed to take care for next month. It is not supposed to take care of next month. It is supposed to take care of hii month yenye haukufanya before iingie. So once you clear this 0.6668 point, this is double PMA, you can now register those codes zenye ulikuwa nazo, and you can now make the money which you are supposed to make. System ita assume ni kama wewe ulifanya PMA. Ita assume wewe ulifanya PMA hata before mwezi ianze. So there will be no effect. But the cost of this is you have to do this 0.6668 positional points. Not binary points. Not commissional points. I'm talking about positional points, which come from buying C24/7 or any other products. Personally, I recommend C24/7 because it has so many points and it's so much affordable. Are we together? If you are an SE, the same. If you are a distributor, it is still the same. This one really affected huyu kijana, anaitwa aje? James Maina Kanyiri. Nimempata kwa counter ananiambia upline, I already did PMA. Nimeshanunua box moja ya C24/7. Hiyo ilifaa kuclear. I already bought one box of C24/7 yenye si kufanya before hii mwezi ingie, alafu nishanunua ya next month. Lakini hii code sioni ikinipea 4,800. And I looked at him. This is the consequence of not doing PMA. Whether you have a rank or not, you're supposed to do double PMA to clear the PMA which you did not do. Now, the moment you clear the PMA which you did not do, remember, kuna ile ya next month yenye inakaribia, yenye unafaa ufanye before next month ifike. So after you do retro PMA, you are also supposed to go ahead and do PMA for the next month. So let's say in this scenario for this lady's account that we are having here, if she wanted to clear this error yenye iko hapa hivi, this is 0.6668, 6668. She will clear last month's PMA. But then, remember, unaona inamwambia aje, so if she does 0.6668, hiyo atakuwa ameclear this error. But then remember inamwambia aje, you have not yet qualified for next month's unilevel and stair-step income. Please maintain. So on top of this sasa anafanya pia ya next month. She's supposed to do now for the month of October. Hii yenye amefanya 0.668, it is supposed to clear for the month of September. Now she's supposed to clear for the month of October. Are we together? So unafanya hiyo, ukishamaliza register the codes which you're supposed to register, then do the PMA for the month of October. After that, I think I'm done with that PMA. Now, on this other side, we have the, for her, she doesn't have a rank. So, hapa hivi hautaona vitu mingi sana in terms of monthly prime. For you to become a prime, you need to be an SE and above. So, she's not a silver executive, but I know very soon she's going to be a silver executive and she's going to be a silver executive. So, hii hapa yake ni XXXXX because there's no way you can become a prime if you're not a silver executive already or above. Are we together? So for her, PMA is any product. Supposed to be any product, not necessarily 0.334 because she doesn't have a rank, but the moment she knocks the rank, yeye atakuwa anafanya hii sasa. Right now she can just do any product. For all of you guys as well, it is any product, but I always advise you, don't just go to the counter and buy any product. Look at the number of points, uone ni gani inakupea points mingi, ndio ukuwe silver executive haraka. Also advise your team, go for those products which have more points. Are we together? So just make sure that you're buying products which have more value. The best products to buy are these. The big box of C24/7. Let's do this. Acha niwachore table hapa. You can take a screenshot after this. So we have the big box and we have the small box, or the small pack and the big pack. Now, now the products to buy, number one, we have the C24/7. C24/7, utapiga screenshot uende ujiangalilie. C24/7, the big one has 0.2 positional points. Hii ndio unahitaji about 50 boxes ukuwe silver executive prime for you and your team. The small one has 0.0667. Basically ni 0.2 divide by 3. Inakuja 0.06667. Then we have complete pack. The big one has 0.1. Hey, inayo mtanisamea kidogo. It has about 0.15 or 0.15. The small one has 0.05 positional points. Then we also have, what else do we have that is good for PMA? We have Burn Slim. I believe Burn Slim, if I'm not wrong. Banslim has 0.1. Ni 0.1 ama 0.05. I think should be 0.05 if I'm not wrong. Hiyo inakuanga hivyo, haina the small pack. Anything else that is valuable and affordable to do PMA? Hakuna. When you buy the coffees or the beverage or the chocolate, for those who are buying the drinks, let's just call them the drinks or the beverages. These beverages, they have no point whatsoever. Wacheni tu niwaambie, those beverages have 0.0013. Ninakwanga 9 ama I'll confirm, or you guys can confirm. Mwenye ako na hiyo page unaweza iona. So for you to become a silver executive prime with this, ebu divide 10 by this, it should be coming to about some very crazy number, something like 200 boxes or 300 or 400 boxes of either the coffees or the My Choco. They don't have any value whatsoever. When you're doing your products for PMA, always advise for this. They are almost the same value. If you want the big box, it's 3,100. If you want the small box, it's 1,100. So you're almost getting the same value and the same points, and you're getting a lot. For the beverages, saizi box ya My Choco saizi, I think it's 1,650. If I'm not wrong, saizi the coffees are 1,300. So if you want to become a silver executive prime with My Choco, multiply this by like 240 boxes. Halafu hii utamultiply na I think close to about 240, which is it's very expensive. So buy products that have more value. They're going to help you become a silver executive mbio. Now, as you can see for this account, it is 1 point away to become a silver executive. So she has already knocked 9 points. So amebakisha point moja kwa silver executive. This is where you can track how many matches you are having in the system. So this system has 23 matches out of 500. I'm talking about the system. I'm not talking about this account. Now, this one is for your entire system. For your entire system. Sasa, for this account. This first rank ya account yako ya kwanza huwa inabebana na ya system yako yote, but each account of yours can become a silver executive. Like personally, my fourth account has sponsored Maureen and has also sponsored James Ndirangu. So when these two leaders, they do PMA, that account inaangusha points. Are we together? So that fourth account is about to become a silver executive prime. Mbakisha kidogo sana. But my first account ilingia silver executive kitambo. So my fourth account is almost becoming an SE because of that. So this as well, the Ed Plan match, this one is for your entire system. And then let's go to the account summary. Then we talk about the menu. Na tumalizane. Now, if you are looking at your account, you can see here that the account Kenya, then it's a global package. And then we have the September binary, kumaanisha no PMA was done. This one is supposed to help you monitor PMA. So during September, the binary system of 4,800 is not active, plus Unilevel and StairStep and UPP, they are not active. Then when you come here, points on the left, she has about 686. Those are 686 points. And then on the right side, easily 686, they cannot match. They're supposed to be 0, but they cannot match simply because hazijafika 1,400. People have been doing PMA lakini bado haijafika 14. Zikifika 1,400, whether she has connected anyone or not, they will match na atapata 4,800. So you also have points on the right, meaning this right side is the most active side, or is the strong side, because there are more people joining that side, there are more people doing PMA on that side. Most often unapatanga the most active side is the most strongest side. So, but those two things are totally different. When I look into my account, I can see probably Alan is the most active because he has done more directs compared to this other side. Whether you are this, kama nyinyi ndio mmekuwa mkiencode sana haijalishi, but per month when it looks at one side, hiyo side yenye inafanya more activities, is that side more active than the other ones? Sawa. So in that kind of scenario, Alan is my strong side, the other ones are my weak side. But sometimes unapatanga the most active side is the strongest side. So I hope leaders mmenielewa. I'm saying that because when it comes to stair-step earning, it does not look which side encodes more. Apana, it looks at which side has more people who have done PMA, who have done more registrations. When this side has more people who have done more registrations, that is the most active side. But if this side has more people who have done PMA, that is the strongest side. I hope tumeelewana. Now, we have, let me clear that. We have available product GC in pieces. For her, her income has knocked more than 100,000. That is why it is 0. And then we also have the total direct referral commission for the first account. Every person she has sponsored with KN, every person she has sponsored with KN 118561 ndio hii direct connecting bonus. So I believe at that point she either sponsored like 2 people or 3 people wenye walianza na ile ya 1800, alafu like others wenye walianza na ile ya Neovas ya 6000. And then we have the total pair commission for KN 118561. Sawa. These two are for that specific KN yenye unaangalia. And then these 3 are for your entire system. Kwa sababu huwa ina calculate from your entire genealogy, including all your accounts and everyone, what is the total unilevel commission inahesabu hapo. What is the total stair-step commission? She doesn't have a rank, so hiyo hizi hesabiwa. Then what is the total UPP commission inahesabiwa hapo hivyo for your entire system. And then we have the current total commission. This one is also for that specific KN. So that is KN 118561 iko hapo. That's the current total commission for that account. And then vile tu niliwaambia, there's a place whereby you can check how many pairs you have made during that cycle. Remember, we have the day cycle, we have the night cycle. The day cycle ni ile ya from 7 p.m. Kenyan time to 7 a.m. Kenyan time. And the night cycle is from 7 a.m. Kenyan time to 7 p.m. Kenyan time. Don't forget that Philippines time is 5 hours ahead of us. So in any case, utasahau, just take 5 hours, deduct, utapata time ya Kenya, cycles za Kenya. So basically, ina change every cycle. So maybe during the day cycle, hii hapa yenye tuko sahizi ya AM, let's call it AM cycle. During AM cycle, I made 9 pairs. Ikiingia PM cycle, hii itarudi 0. So tena itaanza kuhesabu ya PM cycle. And then we have the total commission of all accounts in Kenyan shillings. Sawa. So for this, I can say, I think these are 5 accounts. That is what you can see here. But the first account, this is the current total commission of the first account, imempea 85,000 Kenyan shillings, meaning an extra like 40,000 imetoka from account number 2 to account number 5. That is it about the system and the login webpage. Now on this other side, we have the genealogy. We have the genealogy. So on this side of the genealogy, you can see your entire team. You can see your entire team from this side, but it only shows you for the first 31 people. The first one being yourself, my Lord. Now, as you can see, it only shows for the first, let me do this. Okay, so, rotate. Let me just so let me try to rotate. Fantastic. So ndio hii. So it only shows for the first 31 boxes. So as you can see on this, the first one being yourself. As you can see, this is Cynthia Kamau. And Cynthia Kamau for the first, unaona hapa hivi, that is, as you can see, that is her. And then that's the first person she connected, and the other first person she connected into the business. So your system inakaa hivyo. Then from down here, if in any case you want to look at, let's say, your other accounts, I believe number 2 ni account yake. Yes, number 2 ni account yake. So box number 2, ukifinya box number 2, this is her second account. Nikifinya her second account, it pushes up. So the second account itakuja hapa juu. See, the second account ilikuwa hapa, but now it has been pushed here. So here now we have the third account. This is the second account. Then the first account iko huko juu, ime disappear out of sight. It has disappeared out of sight. So you can check here. If you also want to search one specific, let's say, if I want to search, let's say Abigail's, ndakuja tu ni search hapa tu, niandike tu KN. If I want to look at Abigail's genealogy, nikuja tu niandike, let's say KN 179039, alafu nitafinya search. Nikishafinya search, ita search, alafu hiyo user ID yenye nime search ndio itakuja hapa hivi juu. So you can keep track of your team from your DTC even without them knowing. Sawa sawa. So let me go up one level back to the original DTC, the original account. And I want to share with you something very, very briefly. Niwaambia hii technical training, if you guys had not eaten, I'm very sorry. Mimi ndo sikuwa nimekula. The one who had not eaten, but I'm okay. So if you look at this side, on the left side of her DTC, on the first account, this is the first account. She has 16 people on the left side of the first account and 46 people on the right side of the first account. She was sponsored into the business by Samson Esbon. That is the sponsor. So now, she has another account, that is account number 2. And in account number 2, she has 10 people on the left and 10 people on the right. Are we together? I hope tunaelewana. This second account was sponsored by herself. Yeye ndiye aliongeza hiyo account, so iko hapo hivyo. So on this genealogy, you can basically see who sponsored who in the system. If we look here, this is her third account. She has 3 people on the left and 6 people on the right. It was sponsored by Cynthia Kamau. Again, let's scroll down. We are going to find Sir Eric Muita. Eric Muita Nyanseme ndio huyo hapa. That is Eric. This is the upline to Eric. So Eric, we can see on the left, 48, on the right, 10 people. And he was sponsored by this lady, Cynthia Kamau. So that is how you can check up on the system and you can keep track of your system and your progress. Nyansema bana, wewe unasonga bana. We. Eric Nyanseme anasonga. Hiyo nayo tukubaliane nayo kuanza. Let's just accept the fact. Now, we have the stair step. Nimewambia stair step, utakuja tu hapa. Once you become, once you have a rank, you can check on you can check on your stair step income here. So for her, she has personally done 0.6 points ever she joined the business up to this point. Out of the points, all the tumeona kona 8.9 points. Out of those 8.9 points, she has only personally bought products worth 0.6 points. But then the entire team yake yote, without her, they have done, kina Eric, kina Abigail, they have done 8.3 points. Yeah, amefanya tu 0.61. And right now, she's almost becoming a silver executive prime without a lot of stress. So itakucalculate your total stair-step earnings ever since you join the business or ever since you get your rank. And then this is your total stair-step earnings for that specific month. If you want to look at a specific month, you can come here, uangalie May, stair-step nili earn ngapi, and then you query it. And then itakuletea hapa kwa your stair-step earnings for that month that you have queried. Sawa sawa. So that is there. And then you'll also get stair-step history. Kila kitu utaiona hapo hivyo. Utaiona hapo hivyo. Kila kitu utaipata tu hapo. And then that is stair-step. We go to network menu. In this network menu, you're going to see how many people have joined your network from a specific time to a specific time. Utaiona tu hapa. So we utaselect date yenye unataka kuiona. Kama ni from last year or when you join the business or even let's say in a specific month, let's say in the month of September, unataka tu kuona September ni watu wangapi walijoin, utakuja tu uweke hapo alafu finye search. For us, you can see we are having Nathan Juguna, we are having James. Oh, PPS za James zilitokea. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, so I hope alizipanga. Mimi I am not so much keen on that. Hope alizipanga kwa sababu this is it. You can see when Nathan was registered, PPS, the other automatic accounts, the Neovas za James, hizo two other accounts zilitokea automatically at the same time. It detected automatically James sponsored the second person na ikaapia automatically. Sawa. So this side you can see the sponsor, that is the sponsor, alisponsor Nathan na bado akasponsor his two accounts. That is zenye zilitokea kwa Neovas yake. That is how you can check on recruitment. We go to the other one is direct sponsored. The same thing. You want to see how many people you have sponsored in the business ever since you started. Unakuja tu hapa, unaweka, because I know the date. Let's say, acha tuweke 2021 for this example's sake. Tukiweka hivyo alafu tufinye search, italeta ndiawa. So Faith, we have Faith Chepkirui, we have akaongeza account, then sponsored Teddy Mushiri, and then we had akaongeza account, akasponsor Eric Nyanseme, akaongeza account, akasponsor Najma, alafu akasponsor Helen. That is how the DTC looks like. If you want to see how many people you have sponsored in the business, if you also want to see from your team, how many have done their PMA, how many have not done their PMA. If I look at this system, it is worrying me that end month imefika, lakini Eric bado hajafanya PMA, Faith bado hajafanya PMA, Levi hajafanya PMA. Who else? Oh, I believe hao wengine washafanya. Kina Abigail I know wanachanganga mbio. Then we also have network sales. Hizo ni za other ways of earning. What kind of products are being bought? Rank promotion. How many people within your team are getting ranks? Basically, unaweza ziangalia the same way. Then we have global partners. Hapa sasa unaweza angalia in your team, how many people are coming from what place in the world. If you look at hers, out of a total of like 80 people, 23 bado locations ni unknown, but in Kenya, we have how many? 55 are coming from Kenya. So you can look at your system, uone, when I look at my system, I see about 28 countries right now. Can see about 28 countries. So wewe ukilog in kwa yako unaona wangapi? Hiyo ndio swali unafaa ujiulize. Then we have Unilevel. Hii itakuonyesha tu how much Unilevel have you earned. Ni the same thing tu na stair step. Inakuonyesha ya for this month, and then inakuonyesha Unilevel history for every single product which was bought in the system. And then you can check mwezi yenye unataka kuangalia. For this month unaweza angalia, let's say if I want to look for April, nitakuja tu hapo alafu nifinye query. Acha tujaribu Januari. Januari ndo najua hapa Unilevel ilisoma kakitu. So nikikuja kuangalia Unilevel earnings for January, naona level 1 15 shillings, level 2. Kwani mlikuwa Careleaf my choco. Oh my god. That's why nashangaa hizi 15 shillings ni za nini hapa? Enyewe mlikuwa mnaumiza huyu msichana. No wonder bwana. Anyway, as you can see, you can see the kind of products that these people were buying. Careleaf, C24/7, the small one, the small complete, My Choco, Angel E, C24/7. So you can check on the products which your team is buying and on what level they are. So for her, she had level 1 up to level 4. So she can see level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. That is Unilevel. Then let's have UPP. Very quickly, UPP is still the same. UPP is still the same. UPP pia unaweza ona tu uangalie vile unaona vile UPP ina work na inakupea how much per level. Let's go to January sababu najua January UPP ilimpea something that we can look at. So ina query sana, it is taking time, but you guys have already seen pia UPP. You can see the levels, you can see for UPP inakuwa na pesa mingi, na imagine hakuwa na rank. This lady had a rank saizi angekuwa nasonga mbio sana ingekuwa mbali sana. So the first thing about UPP, apart from the levels, she had 5 levels za UPP. For UPP you can see it is counting the products. Careleaf, sijui kama mnaona hii kitu. It is counting Careleaf, C24/7. This was a newly registered person, so hiyo inacountiwa kando. Sawa, acha tuweke star. And then you have complete, My Choco, hiyo. So because one code was registered in that team, let's look at how it pays out. Vile tu niliwaambia, for level 4 to 8 ilikuwa inapeana 40%, si ndio? For UPP ni ile ilikuwa na 5%, 4%, then 3%. This one was from level 1 to 3 hapo hivyo, and then this one was from level 4 to 8, and then this one was from 9 to 10, because the other ones were 11 to 15, and then 16 to 17, and then 18 to 20. 3, 4%, 5%. Those are how the levels were paying. So if you look at this example, that newly registered person, that was level 5. Now level 5 you go between 4 to 8, which means that is 40%. So if you do 40% multiplied by 1,000, that is why you can see 40 shillings there. That is how Unilevel is calculated. Hizi zingine pia ziko tu calculated the same. Ni vile tu sasa sijui the commissional points of all the products. Ningekuwa najua ya all the products ningewapigia. Najua ya C24/7 ndogo inakuanga I think 180 ama 185. So this is level, tufanye na C24/7 ndogo. Hakuna level 1. Wacha tufanye na level 3 basi. Level 3 I believe is within that 50%. Now, C24/7 ndogo, level 3 is 5% times 185 commissional points. Hebu mtu apige mbio. I think it should be coming to exactly that 9.25. Si hata tunaweza piga tu hapa mbio. It is 1.85 by 5. This is 5, 2, 40, 42, 4, 9.25. This is what you can see here as 9.25. So hivyo ndo inakuwa calculated both theoretically na as an example. Mtu asije akasema upline hakuni. So the only thing that you need to learn is the commissional points, and the level that they are and the percentage. Na hivyo ndo unaweza so unaweza kaanga like mimi sometimes even I just like testing myself na kaanga hivi naenda na hesabu okay, hiyo ni level 3, hiyo ni like 10, hiyo ni like 15, hiyo ni like nini, na hesabu na napata UPP imenipea like kitu kama 4k from codes, from nini, naenda kwa step, how many codes are those, naanza tu kupiga hesabu kwa akili. So even before date 15 ifike, I already know, mi najuanga ni ngapi inaenda kuingia even before the month ifike. Tumefika wapi? Tulikuwa kwa my rebates. My rebates ni kama uko na rank, if you're an SE and above ndio utapata my rebates. Basically, this is how it works. Najua someone is wondering my rebates ni nini. Now my rebates is, for example, you start the business, you become a silver executive prime. Sasa, from the moment you become a silver executive prime and above, anytime you do PMA, like for example, you do PMA with 5 boxes of C24/7 zile ndogo, 5 boxes of C24/7. Because these are 5 boxes, the company is going to pay you back for buying products. This one was introduced because when you are moving to EdPlan 3.0, the company noticed that there were so many people who are buying a lot of products for sales. Unapata mtu amenunua like 400 boxes of coffees, unapata mtu amenunua like 100 boxes of C24/7 za kuuza. So this one was introduced for any person who's an AC and above. Any product that you buy, you get 10% back of the, you get 10% of the commissional points. So ni kama system inakurudishia. So for example, for a silver executive prime, that is 10% multiplied by the small boxes za C24/7, they have 185. Yeah, I think we calculated 185. And then if you do times 5, hivyo ndo inakuja. So if you divide this inakuja like 18, don't know if this is correct, but 18.5 multiplied by 5. This is 5, and then 2, 40, 42, then 4. Should be around that. That is for an example of a silver executive prime. So you are buying it back. Hii ilikuwa tu basically ya wale watu wenye wananuanga products mingi. But if you are doing double maintenance, of course inakuwa something close to like 200 and above unarudishiwa as a token of appreciation. Now we have transaction. Sasa hapa ndio iko kizungumkuti kidogo, lakini mtanisamea. Niliwaambia hii session tunaenda gonga 5 hours. Naona tushamaliza 4 hours. 4 hours 15 minutes and we are still going. So if you guys are still here, kudos to you guys. Kama uko hapa mpaka size wenyewe, wewe ni strong, but from today onward hautakuwa na swali yote about the system. Now if you look at this system, hii ni kama hii basically inaitanga tu, hii inakuanga receipt ya system, inakuonyesha hiyo pesa imeingia aje, imetoka wapi na imeingia aje. So as you can see, for the first account KN, hii sasa inaendanga for all the accounts because each account is making money independently. So inamaanisha kila account inafaa kuwa na receipt yake. So for KN 118561, that is the first account. This system, the last time iliingia pesa was around April. And during this month of April, alipata on date 15th, I think this was, yeah, on date 15th, alipata Unilevel, UPP. So zote ziliingia kwa system. Hii inaonyesha, hii ni kama tu receipt. Zinaingia pale kwa account, lakini if you want to check maybe specific things, you can look here. The next thing that you need to be checking in your transaction, let's say unashangaa, sa Glenn, nitajuaje kama naenda kufika pair number 5? Sasa unakuja kuiangalilia hapa. Alright, let's go to the next one and the next one. Alright, so you can check here. Sawa. So in this system, on December 15th, alipata Unilevel, UPP, and UPP. January 18, she sponsored someone, so akapata direct referral, yeah, 6,000. I think this one shows adding an account. And then, badala ya 4,800, this is what she got. This is now what we call the gift check. In your gift check, alipata one gift check. That's why imeandikwa CBC. And then huku kando unaona amount imeandikwa aje? Amount imeandikwa 0. So the moment alitoa hii 6,000, alikuja aka-encash 6,000. Ikakatwa withholding tax, this is 5%. This is 5%, I think inakuwa kitu kama 300 shillings hapo hivyo. Alikatwa 5 on vile alikuwa na some few cents on top. Ikakatwa 5% withholding tax and also ikakatwa 250 processing fee. Sawa. So the amount of money which she got in her account was 6,042 shillings. Alikuja aka-encash his 6,000. Wait, I'm not getting this right. Oh, nimeelewa. There is inafaa iscrolliwe huku kando. Hii ni transaction tu. So hii si encashment. Ukienda kwa encashment tutaangalia kwa hii 6,000 yenye alitoa, out of 6,000 alipata ngapi? But of course it's very simple. Uta add tu hizi mbili alafu usubtract from 6,000. So alipata something close to 5,500 Kenyan shillings. This one is withholding because the company inakushikia. It withholds it for you and then it submits to KRA on your behalf. So you don't have to worry about paying taxes. It has already been done for you. The only thing you have to do is file. Lazima tu ufile kwa website ya KRA for those who are Kenyans. So let's go to the next page tuone kama tutaona kitu in the next page. All right, so here we are. You can see from here, from this side, she had pair number 14. Pair number 14 akapata 4,800. And then ile ingine alipata pair number 15. That's why alipata CBC. That is the gift. Sio ile CBC yenye mnafikiria, hapana. Hii ni cashback. Cashback check. Nini? Inaitwa aje? It's something cashback check or check back cash, something like that. Inakuanga na that specific name which you are getting. It's a gift check basically. And then hizo zingine unaweza ona vile zinaingia. So kila account yako, if you want to know if your fourth account is going to get to pair number 5, ndivyo usi expect, maybe because you are doing a registration, una expect you'll make 4,000 because sometimes when you have more accounts, let's say you have like 5 accounts, una expect ukieka code utatengeneza 4 times 4,800. Sometimes it is not the case. Sometimes you might find that out of these 4 accounts, mbili zinaenda kukupea 2 gift checks. Mbili zinaenda kukupea gift checks. So only 2 will give you 4,800. So you'll make 9,600 instead of 19,200. Like for me, any personal code nawekanga, any personal code is supposed to give me 4,800 by 5. Hiyo ni kama sijaweka sponsoring bonus. Naekanga pale hivyo account either 11, 12, 13, 14. Nawekanga hapo. And then mali naweka, I am very much sure my account number 4 lazima imatch, account number 5 lazima imatch, account number 7 lazima imatch, account number 9 lazima imatch, and account number 10 lazima imatch. Those are 5 accounts. So if I'm supposed to be getting 4,800 by 5, najuanga tayari. If I know very well, kuna ile account inaenda kupata gift check na kuna ile account inaenda kupata gift check. So in my mind nafanyanga tu 4,800 by 3. Najua hizo mbili zitakuwa gift check. So for every code, I am very much sure I don't get less than 20,400. If I sponsor one person, I get 20,400 because I have many accounts. So I just sponsor with my last account, on my last account, or let's say on my other accounts. And then all the accounts which are above, they'll make 4,800, all of them. And then naongeza sasa sponsoring ya 6,000 Kenyan shillings ama 20,000 kama ni ya Technoverse. When I sponsored Nancy, she started with a Technoverse. I made 62,000 if I'm not wrong. 65. I made like 65,000. Kuna accounts kwanza, kuna 14,400 because kila code ni 3 matches. That is already 14,400. If I was just matching on one account, this was 14,400. But then, because at that time I had how many accounts which were matching? I had three accounts which were matching, plus now the sponsoring bonus here, 20,000. How much is this? Should be like 62,000 if I'm not wrong, or 64, 65 hapo. That's what I made for just sponsoring one person with a Technoverse. But right now, if I sponsor one person with a Technoverse, I am very much guaranteed if I sponsor one person with a Technoverse right now, I'm not going home with less than kitu kama 80,000. Hiyo ni from 4 or 5 accounts giving me matches times 3 matches, each one of them, plus the sponsoring bonus. I'm very much sure I'm not going home with less than kitu kama 80 ama 90 if I sponsor someone with that Technoverse. We have the encashment. Encashment is very simple, 1 minute. The rest we are done. The rest we don't have to waste so much time on it. Now we have the encashment process. Hapa ndio unaweza ona all your transactions in the system from your system to the bank account. This is Cynthia. The destination ni bank, then account number ndio hiyo, and then the gross amount of money which you encash ndio hii. Oh yeah, she encashed like 6,000 and something on top, and then akapata 6,042 shillings. The remaining one ndio ile tulikuwa tunaona imeenda kwa processing fee and also withholding tax. When you encash 4,800 inatoka ikiwa 4,310. Usije ukaniuliza upline, why is my 490 shillings? Hiyo imeenda kwa serikali. So unajua ni ya serikali, serikali lazima ikule haki yake. And then we have that. Hivyo ndo zinakaa. That is the encashment process. So for those who have not opened a bank, ukikuja kuangalia kwa encashment process, utakuja one in brackets, hakuna kitu. Brackets zitakuwa empty. If you are outside the country or you are doing the business and you are not here you are not a Kenyan, wewe utakuja uencash yako na check. Basically itakuja tu confirm details zako, and then you will go to collect money from the head office pale Caxton. That is the encashment process. We have product GC. For those who have made less than 100,000 in the system, unaweza kuja hapa. She has one available GC. Akikuja hapa, hata kuna time ameshawahi redeem. She has redeemed has it? Yeah, she redeemed actually 3 times. She redeemed akapata Banslim plus Complete plus Kidigamis plus Live Coffee. Then the next time she redeemed akapata 2 Banslim plus 2 Complete. Then the other time she redeemed akapewa 1 Kidigamis plus 1 My Choco plus 1 Live Coffee. Yeah, I think this is the last time we talked with her. Or aliredeem mbili at the same time. So she went and collected them at the same time. So that is it. Ukishagonga 100k automatically wanakutoleanga product GC, wanaona we ni mtu serious. So now you'll be getting travel GC. So wewe utakuja tuone travel GC. When they avail a vacation, zitakuja hapa, utaiona tu hapa kwa system, inaonyesha Dubai, itaonyesha hapa South Africa, itakuonyesha Philippines, Watamu, itakuonyesha all those vacations which you want to go to. So wewe utakuja tu hapa alafu kuje uredeem. Ukisha redeem zitaingia kwa system yako, ita deduct, alafu management pale hivyo they'll contact you, or you'll just go to the management and you tell them you have redeemed for a vacation. Also hapa wataleta option ya transfer, so I can transfer traveling points to any person who will wish to travel. Then we also have product reorder. This is where you can look at all those products which you have ever reordered in the system. So the first product she reordered was Angel E, then Angel E, kila kitu na date yake. C247, My Choco, Live Coffee. So kila product yenye amenunua, sio yenye ameredeem akaenda akapewa, kila product yenye amenunua kwa system. Are we together? Kwa sababu product yenye umeredeem, it is a free product, so haina hizi commissional points, alafu haina hizi positional points. Sawa sawa, because haina hizo, haina commissional points na haina positional points. They are not calculated towards your earnings, but products which you have used money to buy, those are the ones who are calculated, or your team has used money to buy, those are the ones which are calculated towards your earnings. And then lastly, we have the e-store system. Anytime you do product, when you buy product for your PMA, usije ukanunua kwa counter alafu ukaenda ukarelax ukasema aje appliance alisema tununue product. Hapana, once you buy the product, come to this e-store, kuja hapa kwa e-store, kuja finya e-store hapa, alafu kuja hapa change the kwa sababu huwa inakuonyesha how many are remaining. Maybe umenunua 5 products, unakuja una change quantity from 0. Viongozi msilale, tuko karibu kumaliza. So hapa let's say you bought 5 C247, so hapa itakuonyesha C247, 5 are remaining. Hapa kwa quantity inakuanga 0, kuja uchange quantity, weka 5 if you are a silver executive prime, and then position, kuja weka either left or right. Always clear with your weak side, ndivyo utengeneze pesa, ndio zikuje zipile up zifike 1400 upate 4800. And then kuja hapa kwa user ID, hii automatically is always your first account, your first user ID, so usijali. But if you are doing it for your downlines, strictly for your downlines, kwa sababu downline wako anaweza kutuma upline, here is 5000, I'm currently far, go and do for me PMA. Upline anaweza kuja anunue products 5 C247s plus an extra 5 zake. Maybe let's say upline amenunua 10 C247s. Hapa kwa quantity ndakuja niweke 5, alafu position niweke left, alafu kwa user ID niweke user ID ya downline mwenye amenituma, niweke KN bla bla bla, alafu nitafinya send. Hapo mwisho kuna option ya send. Nikishafinya send, hapa kwa product ita change irudi ionyeshe the easy remaining, itakuja ionyeshe remaining are 5. Hizi 5 ni zangu, tena nikuja niweke 5, position niweke right, alafu user ID nibakishe user ID yangu, alafu nifinye send. So you can send your upline to do PMA for you, strictly your upline. Usitume mtu mwenye hamko in the same genealogy. Let's say Alan anatuma Eric amfanyie PMA. Hey my friend, Eric haizi kuclearia points. Only me can clear points for you because I'm your upline. Only you can clear points for your downline. A cross line cannot clear points for you. In fact, ukijaribu hata uweke hiyo user ID hapa, inasemanga cross line, inasemanga basically inasema cross lining of the product cannot be done. Inakupeanga kitu kama hiyo. Are we together? So inakupeanga kitu kama hiyo action ya hapa mwisho ndo nasema inaletanga send. Unafinya send. So that is the e-store. Anytime you buy products, enda kwa e-store, clear it before the 7 p.m. of that time. Now remember I was telling you, if you have encoded a Technoverse, a Digiverse or a Megaverse, points zake zinakujanga kwa package points. So zinakujanga hapa kwa package points. So zikikuja hapa kwa package points, inakujanga tu hapa name, date, encoded, and then you can pick how many points and then you can finya send. Zitaenda and then itakuonyesha zenye zimebaki. So you can control flash out when you have these big codes. That is the first account. If you want to encash money and you have different accounts, unakuja kwa hii account ya pili. Kwa hii account ya pili, wacha I refresh. Then kwa hii account ya pili, iko tofauti ya account ya pili na ya kwanza ni the dashboard itakuonyesha the amount of money in that account. Hiyo account yenye umeselect. Transactions itakuonyesha the receipt ya hiyo account yenye umeselect. e-store is for everyone. Encashment is for that specific account. So if you have like 10 accounts, you can encash money independently from each of those accounts. Then we have genealogy. Hii ni genealogy ya that specific account. Product GC is for every account. Are we together? So I hope tumeelewana hapo hivyo. So if I come to encashment for the second account, wacha tuangalie the second account. If I come to encashment ya second account, tunaona hii account ingine ame encash 9,600, ame encash 9,600 and then aka encash 4,800, 2,500 and 2,300 Kenyan shillings. That is the encashment for each of those accounts. As you can see, the system time inasema 6 a.m. Saizi ni 6:32 a.m. On 26th of September. Lakini huku tuko at 1:32 a.m. Kenyan time. This is the system. This is one web page ya kulogin. I wanted to teach with this because this one has everything. If we go to, let's say, there's something I wanted to show you, something nice. Let me log into. This is the account of My Destiny Connect. Mwenye alinileta kwa biashara, mwenye alini-encode anaitwa Simba George. So, nikikuja hapa kwa dashboard yake, as you can see in the dashboard, he's also not done PMA for quite some time. So, and then he has not been a prime kwa sababu mimi personally ndio nili contribute to him being a silver executive. Nakumbuka for you to be a prime, at least 10% must come from your weak side. Sasa mimi nilimtolea points zote 10. So that's why he cannot be a prime. And then for you to be a prime, these are the conditions which you need to meet. Number 1, you must do your PMA for you to become a prime, silver executive prime. Number 2, your most active line must produce at least 1 point. So these are people who are doing PMA. Ile side yako yenye iko active sana, yenye iko na watu wengi wenye wanafanya PMA, they need to at least do 1 point. So lazima kila mwezi leg ya kina nani inaitwa aje? Leg ya kina Maureen has all these legs. So hii leg yote lazima iniangushie 1 personal point every single month. And then I must have a minimum of 2 moving legs. As you can see, for me, I have like 5 legs. Niko na 5 direct downlines in wenye wako active kwa biashara sahizi. So each one of them, when they do PMA, the system inahesabu, it only needs a minimum of 2. But because I have 5, mimi nishapitisha hiyo. And then the other thing, 10% of the total monthly production coming from the other legs. So for example, I have 2 legs. If one leg imenitolea 1 point here kina Maureen, then hii leg ya Alan at least initole 0.1 positional point, because 0.1 is 10%. 10% of 1 point is 0.1. So hii leg ya Alan ikinitolea 1 point, that is 0.1 positional point, na hii akina Maureen initolee 1 point, na hii 0.1. I have done my PMA. I have one active, my most active line has given me 1 point. I have a minimum of 2 moving legs, and I enjoy at least 10% from my weak side. Are we together? So hapo nimekuwa silver executive prime or gold executive prime or GA prime or ruby GA prime. As you can see from my upline, I am the most active leg. Na watu bado hawajafanya PMA. So this leg will definitely do like 3 points by the time hii mwezi inaisha. This leg will do like 3 points, and this means that this leader, this my upline, he only has one moving leg, one which has done 1 point, lakini huku hana the 10%. Hana the 10%. So kumaanisha haizi kuwa prime, plus he has also not done PMA. So that is it. Ukiangalia hapo hivyo kwa system, inakuletea hapo kila kitu. That is it. With this system, it has a lot of good things, a lot of nice things. Ile ingine iko summarize. Ile ingine ni summary tu basically. If we go to my.economydriver.com, it's basically the same, lakini ime summarize. Let's go to the same account. Oh shit, nime change na haija update hapa hivi. Let me tufanye na ya nani? Niko na ya nani hapa? Nataka niwaonyeshe, niko na za watu wengi hapa sana. Okay, let me do with tufanye na ya tajiri Alan. Alan ako hapa. Yeye kwanza ndiye alikuwa na hizo maswali. Yeye ndiye amefanya tukafanya hii session. Mimi sikuwa niifanye kabisa. I swear to you. Mimi amenipesta from last week until I saw wacha tu niifanye tu mara moja nimalize na hii chapter. So if you look here, he is 10 points away to become a silver executive prime. We my friend, mkuu, shika wewe na timu yako, anzeni kuangusha hizi points, mkue SE. And then we have what else? Kulikuwa na account info. So Alan joined the business last month. He's just been doing the business. Right now ndiye anamaliza, he's almost knocking his 2nd month. Let me try to refresh this. Chatuone kama itakuja. All right, so ukikuja hapa, you can see September binary is active, 0 points on the left, 0 points on the right. But before, zilikuwa 1400, so nika change. So asiati nika change, akaencode zika change. And then total direct referral earnings is still the same. Total pair commission for this account, here KV. And then total unilevel commission, this is for his entire system. You can see total UPP, 50 bob for the first code, 50 bob for the next code. Current total commission, hii inahesabu the current total commission inahesabu the total direct referral commission and the total pair commission plus these other ones, because hizi huwa zinaadiwa to your first account. Those by date 15th, the system isha calculate kila kitu alafu inaziweka to your first account. So that is why it is also included in the total commission. But hizo accounts zingine, ukienda kwa hizo accounts zingine utaona kwa total commission, stair step, UPP na unilevel hazikui calculated there. Sawa sawa. So we have the total pairs this cycle. Yours is 0 out of 8 because you're still under 100k. You're still not knocked 100k. Ukisha knock 100k, utaona hii change automatically, itakuwa 0 out of 0 out of 10. And then we have total commission of all accounts in Kenyan shillings. Hii naye menu yake ndio hii hapa, is on the other side. Hii ndio DTC mnaonanga nikionyeshana. It's still the same: transactions, encashment, reorder, stair step, unilevel, UPP, my rebates, eStore, direct sponsors, and then genealogy, and then PPS setup. The moment PPS zako zimetokea, let's say this is you sponsored your 2 people here and here, alafu PPS zako zikatokea hapo na hapo, you have the freedom to rearrange hizi PPS uziweke mali unataka zikue. So you can rearrange them like this. Unaweza kuja uweke PPS ya kwanza hapo, ya pili hapo, and then this other person you sponsored and this other person you sponsored. So system yako inaweza kaa hivyo. And for us as Horsepower, account zetu tumezipanga on this side, on the left side of the first account. Zote zimepangana hivi. This one gives us one advantage. We now help you to grow a team on the right side of each account. Hivo. The moment you start growing a team on the right side of each account, what happens is this: because you have grown a team on this side, on this direction, hivo, and on this side, hivo. This side we want to make it the strongest side. This side we want to make it the strongest side. Hii tunataka isonge hivyo kabisa, hivyo isonge hivyo. By the time you're coming to encode here on your 4th or 5th account, hii ina match, inatengeneza 4,800. And because this is the left side and on the right side kuna points mingi, hii side kuna points mingi, pia hii account, this account also matches, inakutengenezea 4,800. This account also matches, inakutengenezea 4,800. This one also matches on this other side, hivyo na hivyo pia. So you are registering someone on your 5th account, but the 5th account in itself is making 4,800. And because hii side inasonga pia, you're also making 4,800. This side is also moving 4,800, 4,800, 4,800. That is why our accounts are arranged on one side. You also have the freedom of just arranging them as basically as this side, as hivi. Let's say you have 7. This is your first, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then wewe sasa utaanza kujenga timu yako hapo, left, right, left, right, left, right, and left, right. So when that happens, the maximum number of pairs you can make, the maximum amount of money that your system can help you make is 4,800 kwa hii account. Let's say umeregister kwa 4th account. Hii 4th account ndio inaweza tengeneza 4,800. Hii second account ndio inaweza tengeneza 4,800 na hii first account ndio inaweza tengeneza 4,800 kwa sababu this 4th account, it is matching with someone from this other side. This second account, it is matching with someone from this other side. Sawa. And then this first account, it is matching with someone from this other side. So the 4th account can match, the second account can match, the first one can match. Ukiangalia pia number 7 pia iko hivyo. 7 inaweza match hapo, 2 inaweza match, and 1 can only match. So you can only make a maximum of 3 times 4,800. But ukizipanga hivi kwa line, because each one is growing independently, one leg, then you can even be making, kama ni 15, you can even make 15 times 4,800. That is the beauty about this system. Now, when you are arranging your PPS, you only have a maximum of 3 days. You only have a maximum of 3 days to arrange your PPS. If you don't arrange your PPS, zitabaki tu hivyo 1, 2, 3. But if you want to arrange them, you have a maximum of 3 days to give them any arrangement that you want to. Hivyo. Sawa. So when we talk about the last thing is the profile. Ukikuja hapa hivi kwa profile, when you are arranging your PPS, use a desktop. Usitumie simu. Kwa simu haina hiyo option ya ku, yes, you can see the menu, lakini haina option ya ku drag and drop, because arranging the PPAs is basically dragging and dropping them. When you drag and drop them, you also make an extra 4,800. But here, that one is an advantage. So when you arrange them on one side, like vile tu nimeonyesha, when you arrange them on one side, the system ina configure alafu inakupea an extra 4,800. So like for Alan, nikimpangia, nilikuwa nataka kumpangia in a way in which he can grow so much faster. So sikumpangia vile alifaa atengeneze an extra 4,800. Otherwise ningempangia vile alifaa atengeneze an extra 4,800, he would have made, instead of your 16,800, he would have made 21,600. So angekuwa ametengeneza 21,600, of which nilikuja nikamwambia mkuu, sija kupangia vile ulikuwa unataka mimi nimepanga vile nimeona itakusaidia ugrow mbio. Ningekupangia hivyo ungetengeneza hivi pesa. Though he was disappointed, I was disappointed, but I also had to look out on how he could grow faster. Nisije nikamsaidia tengeneze 4,800 lakini msumbue baadaye. I wanted to help him grow in a much more easier way. So this is where you're going to fill your profile. If you want to reset your password, you can see it there. If you want to put a profile photo, unaweza kuja uiweke hapo. The system iko tu hapo. Up to that point, I think I have tackled DTC training and I've tackled technical training. Najua tumebaki kidogo sana lakini that was it. It was supposed to be that long. I'm happy that you guys have stayed up to this point. Kama una follow up to this point, type for me following. Niandikie following hapo kwa chat box, nisije nipate niko peke yangu. If you're following up to this point, type for me following. Hapa najua kama nimebaki sana watu tu 2 3. Eh? Mhm. Mhm. Kwani wengine wako wapi? Not everyone is strong for this session, but it has been done. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a total of 5 hours with this technical training. Mimi tu swali yangu ni moja, ni mumeelewa kitu kweli? Kama umeelewa bana, niambieni. You can unmute your microphone, you can tell us something, or you can type in the chat box. Kama umeelewa right now, if you are okay, you can tell me right now upline. Mimi sasa niko sawa. Muniambie tu kama uko sawa. Kama uko sawa, niambie uko sawa. Kama hauko sawa.
Niko sawa mazee, nimelearn a lot technical training, hizi the other ways of earnings. Sikuwa nazijua, nimelearn it has been a good session. Sasa niko sawa sana kwa technical training, kwa DTC niko fiti sana. Asante kwa session.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so na mimi niko sawa. Mahali kumementia uga hiyo mambo ya PMA bwana. Kwani PMA niko na hizi products mazi bwana, naona ziko na bei. Kwani inabidi mtu akatoa at least kwa mwezi kama 1,000 na kitu ya PMA?
It is just 1,100, but it gives you access to a very good income. Hebu imagine usipofanya PMA alafu you have like 3 codes which you have to register in the month of October. You have 3 friends who are joining you in the month of October. My friend, due to your 1,100, you have forfeited more than 30,000 Kenyan shillings. More than 30,000 Kenyan shillings because you did not do PMA. But don't worry, system yako bado is still under free maintenance, but you can still start doing PMA. Uanze kujifunza mapema. Isikuje hiyo mwezi ya kufanya PMA ndio ushtuke, kwani hapana. Unaweza anza saizi uanze kujipractice kidogo kidogo. Ndio system, ndio akili yako izoe. Saizi mimi I know definitely by date 20th of every month I must do my PMA. By the 20th of every month nimalizane tu nayo mapema. And mine, Alan, sasa una complain 1,100. My PMA is 5,500 if I am doing the small boxes. Kama hakuna the small boxes and I'm doing the big boxes as a PMA, I am doing 6,200 Kenyan shillings. So swali ni, am I going to forfeit more than 150,000 Kenyan shillings per month juu ya 6,000? Hey my friend, wacha nitafute 6,000 nifanye PMA ndio hii system inipe pesa mzuri hiyo mwezi. So PMA is not a punishment. It is a way to also help you get a rank kwa sababu if we didn't have, kitambo hatukuwa na PMA, that is why we found it hard to get our ranks. Mimi nilistruggle kupata rank yangu kwa sababu PMA ikuwa compulsory. So even for my team, I did not have to tell them to do PMA. So it took me a long time to get my rank. But you, because you are having PMA and you're also having a team, system ikianza ku require you to do PMA for you and your team, imagine hizo points zote utakuwa unapata. You have a team of like 20-30 people, kila mtu akifanya PMA that month unapata umeangusha points 2-3. Within 4 months ushakuwa silver executive prime. You start enjoying these other ways of earning. You start getting special treatment at the office. Unaingia speakers bureau, rent starts knowing you. You get to have fun, you get to travel, and so on and so forth. We had an event at All Saints Cathedral in June, on 2nd of June this year. And they were only celebrating hiyo event. In fact, hata haikuwa na kitu ingine muhimu. They were just celebrating silver executives, gold executive, global ambassadors. They were celebrating SEs, GEs, GS. They were giving them prizes. They were being called on stage. You are having special treatment. We also have a lot of gifts and awards. Basically, wewe ni unaona sasa ukiwa self executive, sasa wewe tunajua you are no longer a member. You are now welcomed into the serious league. You see those guys becoming self executive primes. It is not their own effort. It is the effort of them and their team. That is why we have PMA. Ndio upate pesa mingi, upate rank, upate pesa mingi, lakini utabaki distributor hadi lini? That's why we have PMA. I hope umeelewa, Alan.
Sasa nimeelewa kabisa.
Yes, asante Glenn kwa hiyo siri yenye ambayo umetuibia leo. Ya mambo ya rank. Mimi sijawahi jua kama hivyo ndio inaendanga. Because mimi nilikuwa nafikiria eti ni ile eti bidii ya mtu eti ameleta watu wengi wakaingia kwa system. Eti ndio anakuja, eti ndio anafika hizo mapoints akuwe rank. Kumbe si hivyo.
Okay.
Nashukuru sana, asante sana.
Okay. Welcome.
Okay.
Hao wengine najua wametuenjoy. Najua wengine hawako hapa.
Walilala.
Ian hata nashukua alilala kitambo. Hii meeting tulimpoteza kitambo sana. We have nani mwingine? Victor hata tusimuulize. Huyu analalanga hata kama ni ya 40 minutes atalala tu bado. Victor. Abigail was also here, amepotea. Ian was also here, amepotea. Ule sijui Karovi ama ndio nani pia amepotea. But anyway, for you guys who are here, all the best. I wish you all the best. Mimi sasa nimewabariki, nimewafunza prospecting, nimewafunza inviting, nimewafunza presentation, nikawafunza closing. Sasa ndio nimewafunza system. Sasa huwezi sema sijatengeneza pesa kwa sababu ya this and this and this and this, unless sasa wewe mwenyewe ndio umejitakia. I wish you guys all the best. I bless you guys. Your business are going to explode this month. Nawaonea this month, by the way, naona mumechapa kazi. If you have been consistently inviting, consistently having guests, if you've been consistently doing closing and follow up, mimi naona hapa watu mimi nawaonea, tunaambianga tu Eric, hebu kuna hii kodi ya nani iko karibu kufika. Siwaambia, sikujangi kuwaambia. Nakuja naambia Lino, kodi ya nani iko karibu kufika. Because I've been seeing you guys doing the activities. Naambianga Alan wewe ujipange, nani codes zinakuja. That is what I'm saying. Very soon you're going to be having very big teams. For you guys who have gone through all those trainings patiently, without complaining, without you have sacrificed your time. I know it is never going to go to waste. Haitawahi enda to waste. Lakini wale wenye wametuenjoy hapa wanakuja ndio tuwaone wamefika alafu wanapotea. I'm very very sorry. It is acha tu niseme, but lakini that was not good. Maybe Christine anaweza tuombea as we sleep. I also have to find something and eat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, asante pia kwa kusacrifice wakati wako.
All right.
Tushukuru. Baba, ni asante kwa sababu ya siku njema tena ambayo